always. Ever since they got married. As a matter of fact, they got married for the purpose of being able to leave the country. However, you know, the communism took over and both grandfathers were arrested. This was after my paternal grandparents didn't see their children for 6 years. My aunt got married and pregnant, so somehow my father had to delay his departure because of the wedding, and with all the delays, eventually the borders closed again and it wasn't possible anymore. They wanted to leave the country very much immediately after the war because having a Western perspective, they were easier convinced that, or at least my father, that the communism will indeed take over Czech Republic, you know, East European countries, East European countries in general. So they wanted to leave, and my father would have become, you know, British citizen and would have had some advantages as a veteran. So
as what?
A veteran.
As a veteran.
A veteran of the war.
Right.
Yeah. And so he wanted to pack my mother and go, but also, you know, she became pregnant very quickly with me, so it would have been difficult under those circumstances. So they missed their chance and they got stuck for another 20 years. Their first chance they could. Later on, as a matter of fact, when I took my examination of maturity, in other words, high school diploma, I asked my uncle to invite me to America, and I was granted the visa without any problems. That was unusual. So my parents were encouraged, and they said, well, when she got it so easily, why don't we all try? And to our great surprise, their passports arrived like a couple of weeks later. So instead of me, you know, going to US, I would join them in their car, and we went to Switzerland as a whole family. And there we asked for American visas, and as I told you, you know, we got them without problems. Because at the time, it was a year before the Russian invasion, each nation had a certain quota of immigrants, and Czech was not fulfilled at all. My father, being an engineer, he was, you know, on the more wanted lists, you know, professionally. So that's why it was so quick.